You know, the big four cancers are colon. That's why colonoscopies are very, very important. Anybody, any age that has symptoms that don't go away should have a colonoscopy. If you have a family history of colon cancers, you should have a colonoscopy probably in the 40s. Most of the time, I think it's recommended now to do it in the 50s. I think you ought to do it a whole lot earlier. Because we've seen colon cancer in 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, some with no family history. Breast cancer, that's a no-brainer. You know, you do the mammogram for breast cancer. Prostate's the other one. You go to the doctor, you do the PSAs, you do the digital examination. You know, a PSA and a digital examination in men, 85% of the time you're going to find prostate cancer. They're very complementary. They're both good singly, but you put them together, it's excellent. The one that's probably the hardest is lung. So the big four, colon, breast, prostate, and lung. In people that smoke, you need to do x-rays all the time. We're even going to do this screening with CAT scan here in people that have smoked. That's more and more accepted. It's more expensive. How you get those things paid for is back to what I said earlier. It's very difficult when you have the payers, I'll try to be nice, the payers say, well, why are you doing the CAT scan? Well, you find lung cancer early, you can potentially cure it. I have a lady in my practice that had breast cancer. As part of her workup, we found a spot in her lung. We took that out. She's survived 12 years now, breast cancer and lung cancer. She's in her 80s. And if she hadn't had the workup for her breast cancer, we'd have never found it in her lung. And she is a smoker and a dedicated smoker. So you look at the potential risk, the family history, colon, breast, prostate, smoking, non-smoking. You know, women who've never smoked have a high incidence of lung cancer. And it's a particular type of lung cancer called adenocarcinoma. So why would you screen them? Well, you wouldn't. But what I'm saying is you can't screen everyone. But if you have any potential risk, smoking, occupational exposure, you try to figure out a way. As a doctor, you try to figure out how I can get a chest x-ray. Or like our screening we're going to do. You bring in a carton of cigarettes, you get a CAT scan. That's cheap. I don't know how much cigarettes cost nowadays. Maybe it isn't cheap. But I'm just saying, that's phenomenal.